Hello, guys. We are right back here at the third episode of Talk Your Mind. Hi, Sabu Thomas. Welcome you all. I hope I am live again. Sumesh, if you're watching me, please let me know if the audio is correct. Am I audible? Hi, Sumesh. Hi. Dominic, hi. Donnie, it's Donnie. Donnie, hi. Thank you guys for joining. For this session, I have specially requested many of my friends to come and join this because our session is on artificial intelligence today. We have a very good speaker on this who's doing research in this field. One of my friends, Mr. Amlan Basu. Thanks, Sumesh, for confirming that it's audible. Yeah. Shortly, Amlan will be joining us. It's 7:30. Gayatri, hi. Hi. So I will just tell you the concept again. Talk Your Mind. I am hosting this show just to make my friends aware, like what all career opportunities are available right now. There are many of my friends working in various fields. Like many are there in IT, many are there in medical sector, many are there doing training and stuff. Many are there like Amlan working outside, doing research outside in UK, US. And I'm blessed to have many of those friends. So one day I decided that why not connect with these friends, yeah, and ask them to have a discussion so that others may also learn what they are doing, and if required they can also implement some of those techniques in their lives and get into that particular industry. I'm eagerly waiting that Amlan joins here. Star Twinkle, hi. Guys, if you have any specific question on artificial intelligence or anything related to research field outside India, please let us know. Yeah, Amlan is here. Hi, Amlan. Yeah, so I've connected. Yeah, hi,
Ah,
Amlan. Good
Hi,
evening.
hello.
Good
How are you?
evening. I'm
Good
I'm I'm very
afternoon. Good afternoon, and
good
good
afternoon.
evening to you.
Good afternoon there in Scotland. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right,
It's good evening here. It's
right,
7:30 right now,
right.
and you told that it's 3:30 there, right?
Yeah, it's 3 p.m. here. It's 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's again one info to all of my friends who are here live, and many of us will be watching at IGTV. Like when I will share that, so they should
sure,
also
sure.
know what is the time
Yes.
there when you are speaking this, right?
Right, right, right. No
So,
problem.
so first of all, Amlan, I will
Mhm,
tell you, like what is this all about. So, Talk Your Mind
mhm.
is initiative. It's an
Mhm.
initiative to like some of my friends here to discuss what they are doing in their lives, what they have achieved, and if they
Right,
have something to share which can help others
right.
grow in their field,
Mhm,
or if they want to
mhm.
switch in that particular field, if they get some of those inputs,
Right,
it will be very helpful. And we all are in lockdown, we all are going through such
right,
a pandemic,
right,
and
right, right,
in these times I think people need that kind of motivation, that to
right,
keep their life going on. And I think
right.
like you're doing something different,
Mhm,
you have crossed
mhm.
the barriers and you have moved out. You must have a
Right,
lot to share, and I think you can have many points here, and people will be like very privileged to hear from you, I must say. So
yeah.
Amlan,
Thank you for all
can you
this,
brief?
all these words for you. First of all, very much thank you for creating this kind of platform where we can come and share our experiences. It was a very good initiative. Keep doing these things even after lockdown. So because
Yeah.
I know there are many people who want to know different things in this world. All right. So it's a very good platform, and especially when you are talking about the social media platform, because many people are using social media in different ways. Nowadays in social media you'll find more nonsense things than beneficial
Correct.
things. So this is one of
Correct.
the best things that you are doing, and I'm very much happy with this thing. And I wish you all the best for this particular initiative. Keep doing this thing. And you might have also
Thank.
seen the comment of Deepak Divedi sir, in that he has
Acha.
already written that it is a very good initiative. So you should keep doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Thank
Now,
you. Thank you, Deepak.
coming to this, so coming to this particular thing, what I am doing is like, as you already know that we have been in ITM University. So I was in control systems and all those things.
Mhm.
But as I moved forward, I was more into like, I wanted to actually implement control systems with artificial intelligence. So that was my plan.
Yeah.
I prepared my research proposal and I sent it to different places. So
Okay.
fortunately, I got selected here. And when I came here, actually, I was completely sure that I am going to work on control systems with artificial intelligence. But as I arrived here, my supervisor, he tried to convince me that I should work particularly on AI, core AI.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he thought it was, and well, he never said that, but what I figured out is because of my different research papers that he saw and the patent, the copyrights, and also he thought that I can certainly do it. But I was not sure that whether I'll be able to do it, because I was completely unaware of artificial intelligence. I
Yeah.
knew that we all read soft computing. That's a compulsory subject in the last final year of electronics and communication, and also
Exactly.
in, I think, electrical engineering. So I knew a bit about it, but not the higher level, because when you get into artificial intelligence, you will see what are all the things happening in the world. We don't
Yeah.
even know.
Correct.
Even when we are using this particular platform, there are so many AI already happening here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so
So
I joined it, and I I started doing things. Then I got a smoother, after 6 months of literature review, I got into it. I took a particular course and many courses and all, so that I'll talk what are all the things that we should do. So yeah, that is what I am doing right now. It is particular for the senior citizens that I am trying to do. So
Acha.
we are trying to
Yeah,
develop a
Amlan.
particular kind of assistive system. So
Yeah.
yeah, we will talk about it. So, and talking about pandemic, so we will have to take it as a normalcy now, because we cannot sit and just think about pandemic. This has become a new normal. We will have to get back, and yes, get back in a new way. So
Correct.
yeah, that is what I can say about pandemic.
Acha,
Yeah,
Amlan, there are many who are
yeah,
connected here and they want to know like who is our speaker.
sure.
Speaker's name is Amlan
Okay,
Basu that I'll tell you. And
okay,
now where
okay,
you are doing your research and like
sure.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
brief
introduce
yourself from
myself.
which is your
I'll
native
introduce.
place, those kind of things.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I am Amlan Basu. I am right now a research scholar and a PhD student at the University of Strathclyde in Glasgow. I have been doing my PhD since 2017. So I am in my final year. Most probably I'll be completing it on time, if I am fortunate enough.
Yeah.
And I hail from Calcutta. I was born in Kolkata, West Bengal. Then I moved to different places of India. So I have seen many places, right from north to south and east to west. And even I'm a very travel freak. I keep traveling, especially in India. I like to visit many places. I'm a bit patriotic. You can see even in UK I have the flag behind.
Yeah, I know
So
that.
so that's how it is. And I am currently working on artificial intelligence. Before that, I have also studied with Sabu and many others. He was in regular MTech, I was in integrated MTech, so we also shared the same class.
Correct.
So there also I did many research and all those things. So from there, the actual journey started from there, being a master student. Because before that we didn't know, we were actually like, okay, we will do BTech MTech and go for a job. We never thought that we are going to come abroad and do some kind of research or do PhD or something. These are nobody thinks of all these things, to be honest. So
Correct.
we got the opportunity, and that's all about me. I can't say anything much about me. If you want to know more about me, then you can visit my blogs, my Google Scholar account, and there are many things you can know about me just by writing my name. That's all.
Acha. To add on to it, I would like to tell my experience about Amlan. Like when I was in ITM, Amlan was there, and Amlan was like a very studious boy. But then people don't know Amlan as a studious boy. People know him as a very disciplined, very punctual,
Right,
like
right,
an example kind of
right.
student. I can like proudly say that, and Amlan is here right now. So I can clearly make out that Amlan has a national interest, and he's
Right.
a kind of nationalistic person, huh? So
Yes,
like
yes,
how
no
how
doubt.
how does this feeling of nationalism imbibe in you?
You can. There are many instances. Like my grandfather was a police officer. He was an IPS officer from since 1950s, and earlier before 47. We were in Bangladesh. We were zamindars in Bangladesh. Then we had to come back because of the partition. And
Mhm.
in 1950s, my grandfather, he joined West Bengal Police, and later on he became IPS officer, because that time we were having like what I know is my family used to stay on the Havra station, railway station. We didn't have any house that time because we just came back.
Mhm.
So from there everything started. My grandfather in 1982 he received his President's Gold Medal, and he also was in intelligence bureau. So he was the first one to inform that there is a Naxalism going to start from 1970s.
Oh,
Well
great.
before, yeah. So yeah, that's the history. His younger brother was also he was a encounter specialist in West Bengal Police, and then my
So just
father
a minute.
was
शब्द
yeah.
होने को क्या? Yeah, you
Then
can
my
continue.
father was also associated with these kinds of works and all, but now he's in completely in different field. He's a PSU employee. But my father is also from Jadavpur University. He was an excellent student. I never stand before him. So yeah, and he was also an officer, army officer, and all those things are there. But we generally don't talk much about it. So
अच्छा.
how I imbibed my nationalism is because of NCC. So I am
Yeah.
the only person, I think, in ITM, when I joined ITM and from my school, that I have NCC certificate. So I was able to complete my C certificate when I was in 12th standard. So I think everything came from there, and yeah, this is how it is.
I think now people who are connected here and like who will see it later will know like a little about you, like who you are. And
Sure,
so
sure.
as you are a person who proudly want to be called as an Indian, huh? And you are working
Yes,
in AI, like a
right.
very common question going around is like how AI will help common Indians, like how AI will help
Right.
India.
Well, there are many ways in which AI can help. One of the recent developments is like the agricultural sector. So Microsoft has already developed a particular AI that will for the agriculture sector. That in that what AI will do is it will give you the soil test. It will give you the weather conditions, and how much you should sow the seed, how much you should water, what will be the season, what kind of seeds you should bring, how much fertilizer, everything it will give you. So that's
Okay.
one of the things that starts from the ground level. Now
Mhm.
coming to the very common level, for example, if you don't know, many of the people don't know that there is a UN report
Mhm.
on population by 2050, but I don't know whether it is going to change after this pandemic or not. But the studies, they say that the the percentage of people with age of 60 will be twice than what it is today, and the number
Mhm.
of people with more than 85 years of age will be 4 times what it is today.
Mhm.
Right? So younger population is going to go down now.
Go
So
down. Yeah.
we also know that in foreign countries or in India, there is a culture that senior citizens, they want to stay indoors without anyone's help, right?
Yeah.
So for them there are many things to get so that they can be assisted, right? So
Mhm.
you cannot leave them alone. So
Yeah.
if they want to stay inside and they still want to get assisted, let's make a system. So how can we make a system that can assist them in any way? So for example, if I say anyone, okay, go to the kitchen, bring me a glass of water. How can we do that? It's already assistive technology using artificial intelligence, right?
Mhm.
So these are all the small things, even in weather forecast. If I don't know if anybody has read about it or not, Indian Space Research Organization is completely using artificial intelligence on weather forecast. So they get the satellite image, they put an artificial intelligence, and they read everything. So it gives
Oh.
you more. That's why cyclone and all, we are able to accurately predict why. It is because of artificial intelligence. Earlier
Okay.
it was not so. If you remember, we never used to get a cyclone reports
Correct.
properly. Now we are
Absolutely.
getting it is because of that technology, artificial intelligence. Even if you go in the defense sector, BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited, they are developing different kinds of robots that can actually guard our LOC and LAC things. I don't know how much they have developed it, but there is a news that they are developing it. Even
Okay.
Tejas Mark II, which is medium weight fighter now, which is going to have the first flight in 2023, complete cockpit will be AI empowered. So you can see how AI is complete. And after this pandemic, that is my statement that I am going to make. After this pandemic, you will see, and you will be astonished to see how AI is impacting everybody's life because of the social distancing. So companies will be investing more on AI now than what they are investing right now. So that's what I can say about.
Acha, like this is going around all over. Like whoever visits
Right.
India, for example,
Right.
I would say Sundar Pichai or anyone, he will in his speech of 1 hour, like 80% of it will be AI only. Like the next
Yes.
big thing is
Yes.
AI, and everything on the earth will be controlled by AI. So like
Right.
many are youngsters here, many are those people who don't even know like very basics of AI. So I
Right.
here would request you to like tell us the very basic of AI. Like what is AI?
See, AI is nothing but creating a kind of intelligence within some systems. So I can create an intelligence kind of, like, for example, I'm creating a brain kind of thing. All right. So for example, if you have seen in Facebook, when you post a photo and you try to post it, it already marks some faces and it shows you the name. You don't have to tag. What is that? That is AI, because it has learned that face, like, for example, a small boy, he looks into a one face again and again. So he learns, okay, this is Papa, this is Mama, this is Uncle, like that. Same thing is happening in Facebook, right? When you tag. And this is not only happening in Facebook. If you see your camera, it directly indicates the faces, how it is happening. It's AI, right? So AI is almost creating a kind of intelligence. It doesn't matter what kind of it can be, even in a small camera. Doesn't matter how much. Even if you have released, I'll only talk in perspective of India. In Hyderabad and in Bangalore airport, they have already developed and installed for trials about the face detection things. So what it will do, it will detect the faces, and they have already fed him with all the data. So whosoever is a criminal, he will directly show that he is a criminal. So yeah, these things is kind of intelligence, creating an intelligence in an artificial intelligence. So I am creating an intelligence within a system.
Implemented in developed nations? Is this thing already implemented in developed nations?
Well, you can't say. These things are totally classified. If they would have even implemented, because since it is they will not say that. And even if it is implementing, they will say only that it is in a trial stage. Even if it is working very well, it is
security
giving
concerns. You mean security concerns, right?
Yes. So this is kind of artificial intelligence. Like, if you go to, I'll give you a small background of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is supposed to be existing from many years, but actually, what we think, it came into existence since Alan Turing. He was the first one to decode Enigma. Enigma was a machine that was used by Adolf Hitler during the time of Second World War.
I know that.
And it was, so it was like he was the one who decoded it like anything using a machine, right? So from there, the intelligence system started coming up. But that was not intelligent enough. That's why we called it smart system. Smart system is like whatever input we give, we expect an output, it does that, right? But it is not an intelligent system, because intelligent system has no algorithm, to be honest. When you implement a neural network, you don't know how it is learning, how it is doing the job. You are just feeding him the data and it is giving you an output. So it is not considered intelligent system, but the starting of intelligent system. So in late 1950s, if you look into the thesis of Frank Rosenblatt, right? He first introduced perceptrons. So he was the inventor of perceptrons. From there started the deep learning system. But there was after 10 years there came a book known as Perceptrons with all its disadvantages.
Correct.
Then actually,
Amlan,
no, yeah,
just a minute.
yeah,
We have many of my friends who are asking questions also in between. Yeah.
right,
So I would like to
right.
tell them after Amlan explains the intro of AI, we'll get back on your questions. Somesh, thank you for that question. Popoy 17, thank you for that question. We'll be taking that educational background. We'll be taking that in the coming course of time. Okay, Amlan, carry on.
Yeah. So in late 1950s, Rosenblatt came with Perceptron. Then there came a book which was completely full of disadvantages of Perceptron and how it cannot work. Right. Then came a man who is now known as the godfather of AI. His name is Geoffrey Hinton. So he's right now in University of Toronto, and he also works with Google now. So it's like he started working, and he said that no, this is going to work. And you will not believe, he already made a driverless car in 1980s in Canada, and it was successfully tried. Yeah, there is a documentary you can go on YouTube, you can watch. There is nothing like I'm saying.
Can you tell the name of that documentary if you know that?
Well, you can just write Geoffrey Hinton's interview, and you can write Rosenblatt, Frank Rosenblatt. So you'll get everything about that.
Don't miss this. If you're interested in Tesla, don't miss this. Yeah, it can be a copy of that.
Yeah, can be a copy of
that. You don't
know. Yeah. So he did all these things using deep neural networks, because that time he wanted to develop many things, but he was unable to do because of the lesser computational abilities. We didn't have GPUs, for example. Graphic processing unit was not available there. It came in 21st century. So it was a complete blank period going on that time. So he just went to different conferences, talked about it, had inputs, gave outputs, but in 1998 they came up with convolutional neural network, which completely transformed the world of computer vision, right? But it was okay. It was fine. They came up with it was known as LeeNet. LeeNet they came up with, but after that, till 2011, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Like why was it so? Any crisp information do you have?
It is generally because of the computational ability. We didn't have that computational ability in the world. Then they came up with different GPUs. For example, GPUs actually came for gaming purpose. But the artificial intelligence people, they saw that yes, this can be actually used for this as well. It will empower our systems. So they had this, and then from 2012 everything changed. AlexNet came, and now we have ResNet with 152 layers and with 97% accuracy, which is more than human beings, of detecting different objects and different images. So yes, and then there are many developments going on. Like I am working on capsule neural network. It's completely inverse graphics, so it acts like our brain. So it tries to capture everything like our brain.
Achha, we'll come to your project, Amlan. We'll come to your project. In the meanwhile, we can take one question which was from Somesh. Like Somesh is one of a guy from cyber security. He's a trainer and he's a enthusiast in cyber security, and he's taking regular sessions. So he's asking, could AI security prevent hacks? Can AI be implemented in cyber security? Yeah,
they are already trying to implement it. For example, the spam thing, if you see, it directly sends, if any of the email it comes to you, it directly sends to the spam. How it is working? It is because of artificial intelligence. So they are working on security as well. So in future, you will see, instead of firewall and all these things, we will have artificial intelligence in between that will be detecting everything, and we will have more intelligent artificial intelligence than the humans. So if anybody tries to hack, he will directly detect and stop it. So they are already working on it. I don't know. I'm not working much on security, so I cannot say how much they have developed it, but they are working on it. That is all I can say about this.
I have a message for Somesh. Somesh, I hope your question is answered. But then you have a homework here. Like, please go on and search out like how AI is preventing hacks, and you may be able to relate with cybersecurity. And I request you to please comment here, like what your research was, so that people who go through the IGTV link or the video post this session, they would be able to learn from you, like how this helps in cybersecurity, right, Amlan? And we can also
Right.
learn from him, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, coming on to your project part, Amlan, can you please explain
Right.
what is inverse graphics and like?
Yeah. So inverse graphics is kind of, for example, in computer vision, what happens is computer basically, for example, if I'm trying to teach that this is a bottle, right? So what computer vision will do is like it will look into its shape. So it will gets into edges and everything, and then it will try to figure out its orientation and then have a particular kind of database for it that yes, it's a bottle. But at
Hmm.
the same time, if I reverse it like this, then it will not be able to tell you that it's a bottle. That
Correct.
happens in computer vision. But in
Hmm.
inverse graphics, it doesn't happen like that. If you show me this in this way or this way or this way, whichever angle, and then produce me again with some other angle, I'll tell that it is a bottle, right?
Oh.
The same thing we are trying to develop it in neural networks. Well, we cannot say how much we have developed it. It is a long process. The best part is that we have some theory already present given by Geoffrey Hinton on capsules. So you can go and read about capsule neural networks. It's a break. I think if we are able to work on it, it will be a breakthrough in this particular field of uh, computer vision thing, because we don't have so much data right now. We don't have so much data, because if you see, even Facebook and Instagram and all, they started this 10-year challenge, 26-year challenge. Why they started is to figure out how you look 10 years ago, how do you look now. So they will train it to the neural network, and when you post your photo, even after 10 years, it will be able to recognize you. So these
Yeah.
things are behind those things. So yeah, it is in developmental phase right now. I have also, like, I have one paper accepted on this in which I am trying to prove Geoffrey Hinton wrong. Actually, one of his theories wrong on CNN and on max pooling layers. It has already been accepted in IJCNN. As soon as it gets published, I'll share with everyone. So yeah, so there are many things going on in this particular field. It's not like a small thing. Even if you look into the signal traffic signal recognition, right?
Mhm.
So we already have a system that has an accuracy rate of 99.7% in recognizing only traffic signals, which is more than the humans. So we can just directly put it into the car, and it will detect all the traffic signals for you. You will not have to do anything. So that is how the driverless car is becoming a reality now. So yeah, these are the things that you should go and look for. And then there is one more concept, that is spiking neural network. It has nothing to do with traditional neural networks. Some of my friends are working on spiking neural networks. It uses less power consumption, but the problem with spiking neural network is it has lower learning rate, very lower learning rate. So how we can improve that low learning rate? It will be a great thing if people can do it.
Like
That's
so many, we have learned so many things here. Like I think
yeah.
you had took this session for I think 20 minutes. Last 20 minutes, we came to know about so many new terms. And like guys, like Somesh, like it's also our duty to go and search on Google
Right.
about these terms. Acha, I would request you to watch this again, like repeat on the IGTV, and just check those words on Google and just try to learn like what were those words, like because Amlan, he will just say those words because he knows, but as a layman you will have to do some research to understand, and if you
Yeah.
understand, then you will be able to know like what are the basics of AI. And if you are
Right.
able to know that, then in the coming times your lives will be very easy, my friends, because
Right.
uh, Google CEO, Facebook CEO, like जितने भी
Yeah.
CEO हैं, all are speaking about AI only. और अगर तुम्हें AI
Right.
मालूम है, so you are doing good. Okay, so
Oh.
what now we are going on the lighter note, like बहुत ज़्यादा we have gone on the technical part,
Technical
because like
part. Yeah.
people are laymen here, like Amlan. So
Right.
like
Right.
life, how is life there in Scotland? How do
Scotland
you
is
feel?
like, it's cold place. I feel it
Mhm.
quite okay. It's nothing like something very different from India or something like that. See, we are all human beings. We stay together.
Mhm.
So Scotland is a bit colder. Definitely, it is colder. So the highest temperature that I have experienced here is 28 degrees, and the lowest is minus 17 degrees. But it is not like you will not survive. There are heating systems here. They don't use any fan, so you can understand that you can survive without fan here, right?
Okay.
And there is always a cold breeze blowing here, right? Sometimes you will also get sunlight and all those things. People are friendly here. You'll not face much problem. Everything is available. Whatever you buy, even Indian masalas are available. MDH masala you will get here. And if you want Maggie, you can get here Maggie, because there are so many Asian shops here. All right.
Mhm.
So everything is available. Nothing to worry much about in Scotland, and it's a wonderful place because uh, I'll say that if after Kashmir, if you want to visit any heaven, come to Scotland. Or if you are a
Super.
big Harry Potter fan, come here. There are many places where they shot.
Okay.
Like the train going, the train going. It is just there at the northern part of Scotland. So they shot many of the things, and you will find many Gothic architectures here. Because they are very influenced with Gothic architectures.
Okay.
Even my university's graduation hall is completely Gothic architectural church kind of thing. So yeah, so you'll experience a very different kind of thing. It is. I will not say it is exactly equivalent to England. It is bit different, but yeah, they are in United Kingdoms. So yeah, they are Scottish people,
Acha.
and
So,
they like to have enjoyment, drink, and all those things. So yeah, you can have a wonderful life here if you if you think all those things. Yeah,
yeah. So you are pretty happy there. That's the thing. Like we can
yeah.
see.
There's yeah. I'm
What about
happy. There is
what
no
about
problem here.
overall Indians? What about overall Indians there?
Indians are too many here. Indians are too many here. To be honest, you will be surprised. Even the Scotland Yard, the chief of
Police.
the counter-terrorism the counter-terrorism chief is in Indian, and he's a
Oh,
Bengali, and he's with my surname, Neil Basu.
uh,
So Indians have a very good reputation here, to be honest, and they are working on very high level things,
mhm.
and they are at the topper level. Even my research dean here, the research dean here is I think he's an Indian. His name is Deepak Mulchandani, or something. Deepak
Okay.
Mulchandani or something. I met him only once. So yeah, there are many Indians here, and I think in Strathclyde, in my university, every year around 200 to 250 students take admission every year.
Acha, you
So
mentioned the name of your university here right now for the first time. I
yeah,
want to know about the alumni there, because I have seen that there
yeah,
are many famous inventors from there. Can you
yes, yes,
two, three names?
yes. For example, first, who is the most famous is John Longy Baird, who first invented television. So my
Television. Yeah.
lab is So my lab is just beside the lab where television was invented. So it gives a different kind of feeling, to be honest. And
Yeah.
when you see the burst of John Longy Baird specifying that first television was invented here, it is a different kind of feeling. Even we had Thomas Graham, who actually invented or discovered, you can say, discovered the laws of diffusion. We
Mhm.
read it in 9th standard and 8th standard, laws of diffusion,
Oh, yeah, we
that
do.
he belonged to this particular university. Even the paraffin wax, I don't remember the name of the guy, but paraffin wax was even invented here. The first biometrics to have the fingerprint was invented here in my
Like,
university.
guys, we are so
So
lucky that we have a speaker from a university where television
yeah,
was invented. Like, that's
yeah.
great. And
So they have some even X-ray. There is my first where I am registered for my treatment and all. It is known as Royal Infirmary. Here, the first X-ray was installed. World's first X-ray. It was invented in Strathclyde and installed here in this particular hospital. So this even the building where I go for my work, that building was inaugurated by, I think he was James Watt. James Watt
oh,
was a very good friend of John Anderson, who founded Strathclyde. So
mhm,
you'll in Scotland you'll find everything invention. It's a land
mhm.
of inventions. So that's how it is.
So, yeah, so I can brief it like Amlan reached to the best place of his life, like where you
Yes,
dreamt. है ना?
yes. I
So, Amlan,
don't think that I could have got a better place than
a
this.
better place than this, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Amlan, the main motto of this Talk Your Mind program is to showcase career opportunities in the field where the speaker is currently working. So, you're doing
Right,
research in AI. So,
right.
can you please showcase like how other people can enter into AI and what are the career opportunities there in AI right now in
Right.
India?
So
specifically in
in
India?
India, yeah, basically in India, I would say it's like AI is a very newer field right now. It is old, but still it is a new, and there are many development works going on. So it is more into a research field. So AI cannot be developed, like for example, if you are a very very professional programmer, software developer, right? That's a different thing. If you know programming and you think that I can develop AI, no, it is not like that. Because even you can program many things from scratch in artificial intelligence. But if you say that I can develop AI for anything, no, it is not. It is time taking thing, and it is a more kind of a trial things. All right. So I will say it's a bit critical field, but still it has many opportunities, right? So in India specifically, if you go to IITs, NITs, triple ITs, right? They have already started working, and they have already developed one. I don't know if you know or not. They have developed a particular kind of examination thing. There's a mock test that only AI will take for IIT JEE students and any EET students. It's
Okay.
completely AI based. I don't know if it is available on CBSE site or not, but it is available. If you'll search, you'll get it. So if you talk about career in AI, anybody can go for AI. There is nothing like mechanical students can't go, or this students go. It's a completely overall field where anyone can go. All right. But still, I will say that if you want to go for this particular field, have a basic knowledge. So where you can get the basic knowledge, there are many online courses available on Coursera, on EDX, on UDEMY. So you can go for machine learning, deep learning, and everything that you want to know. Machine learning is the most basic one, where you can go and learn about this particular artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence, according to me, starts from machine learning, right? For computer science students, machine learning is the only thing, because they are more into data analytics and all those things. Even for the financial people, right? Even it is now in finance thing. So in finance, what it does is, if the stock market today is this, what it will be after 5 years. So AI is able to predict that. So they can also learn it. And moreover, be very good in Python. At least you should be very good in the basic Python. And if you can, it will be good if you can do a kind of a developmental course on how to implement AI through MATLAB, because in MATLAB it is very very difficult. But if you can do that, if you can learn that, you will be in higher demand, because MATLAB is not getting people who can actually develop AI in MATLAB, because they have that old NN tool. They are still upgrading it, but it does nothing. We are still using Python, and some of them are even doing R programming. R is also good. So these three are the programming sets. And if you say that if you want to know that if there are any bachelor kind of UG course, PG course in AI something, I don't know about PG, but UG, I think IIT Hyderabad, I think they have started the first bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence, right?
Okay.
And I think IIT Kharagpur has a certificate course of 6 months, so you can take that. I think 6 months is enough to know about artificial intelligence if you really want to work on artificial. But please be aware that artificial intelligence is not only career oriented, it is also research oriented. So now there will be a parallel. If you go to artificial and you want to make a career, there will be a parallel career. One will be a research, one will be whatever is his career and all. You'll have to be a good researcher to have a good career. So that is what artificial intelligence is now offering you.
Achha, we have a question here from Tarun. Tarun is one of my colleagues in Amazon.
Okay.
He also belongs to Kolkata. And his question is, like, what is the difference between Indian institutes and institutes in Scotland, according to you, your perspective?
Well, there is a huge difference. Like, we already have a particular kind of a rejection procedure going on to select people into particular kind of institute, right? Here it is not like that. Here it is like, if you have a very good background, if you have a very good knowledge, you will be able to enter an institute. But to get out of the institute here is very difficult. The course is bit advanced, and they keep on changing their syllabus every year. course here is very advanced. It is not like, okay, we are teaching you 1990s things. No, you'll have to learn 1980s, 1990s thing. Okay, but you'll also have to learn what today it is. And to be honest, I will say they have more practical approach to everything. So if you see people doing projects here, even the UG level people, they have at least one paper published, either in conference or in journal. So they are more into research. You know, they always aim for higher studies. Here it is more like, here you cannot imagine to have a good job after UG. No, even the companies here, I don't know why it is not still in India, but here it is like, even companies, they ask for a master's degree at least, and they look more for master's degree in technicality as well as in marketing and all those things. So for example, I don't know why in India they have not started it yet. Like here, if I want to do PhD, so before my Viva, I have to clear one certification course known as PG Cert. That is postgraduate certification course. It is equivalent to PG diploma. All right. So in that, I'll have to take different courses of management, so that I also have the marketing knowledge or the managerial knowledge, or how to do administration, how to control administration, that kind of knowledge. Only then a company will be interested in me. Okay, I am getting a package who knows administration, who is a PhD, who knows technicality and everything. So I have a particular package. So I don't know why they have not started it in India yet. Of course, there are reservations.
The similar model is the BTech plus MBA thing, I think, like the same what you were telling, technical plus management, and it's in high demand.
Yes, yeah. But in India it becomes degree. So it is, but here it is not a degree. You are doing a degree, but along with that you are doing also a certification. Correct, so my focus is in artificial intelligence, but at the same time I have a knowledge of administration, because I don't need so much knowledge about administration. Being a PhD, I can manage many things so easily, because I am managing myself, I'm managing my personal life, I am managing my professional life, I'm managing my supervisor. To be honest, managing a supervisor is the most difficult task in this world. If nobody knows, go do PhD, you will be able to understand why I am saying it like that. So PhD people or the research people are the best managers. But since I need to have basic knowledge of administration to prove the world that yes, I know this particular administration thing, so I need a certificate. Okay, see, I have a certificate which shows that I know my administration thing. So yeah, this is how it goes. So you need to have a particular package to get into companies. I will not say artificial intelligence is in huge demand and everybody should go for it. In India, DRDO has started a particular branch of AI. They are even recruiting complete youngsters for AI. Even HAL is looking for it. ISRO is completely into AI now. They even want AI to be implemented in satellites. I don't know why, what is their purpose, but still they want it. I don't know. I can't give you the exact reason behind it. They only know it. It is very classified kind of thing. And I will not say that the private companies have yet started so vigorously, especially those who are profit making, like Capgemini and this Cognizant and Infosys and TCS. But still there are some work going on. But after this pandemic, you will see even they will be into AI. This is their actually, they have become now, they are because of this pandemic, they have to do it. They have to do it. They don't have any other reason to actually negate it or not do it, because AI will be required now.
Acha, Amlan, I would like to introduce Vivek Pillai here, who has posted his comment. He was the first speaker in Talk Your Mind show. He explained about the IT industry. Hi, Vivek. And Vivek also had this question, like how AI impacts on India and on the common man's life. Like you already answered that. Vivek, you can check that out when I share this on the IGTV. Please do watch it. Watch it again. Okay. So Amlan, you mentioned some of the government companies here. Can you please list out some private companies like which are working in India as well as abroad? Like OpenAI is one of them, which is owned by Elon Musk. Yes. What are the other companies?
Google is working. We refer to this, all the research papers. If you'll see, They are all Google AI. So their Google is working, Microsoft is working. So in also in Bangalore, if you'll see, Google has started its AI research lab. It's a
Oh.
completely R&D lab, and the head of that lab is a professor from IISc Bangalore. So there you have lots of opportunity, right? And then I will not say that Infosys and TCS don't have it, right? Because they are the top-notch IT companies in India.
Correct.
But the problem still is like you'll have to go for the training per all those things that happen after getting recruited, and then you go for R&D. You can apply for that. So there is no particular direct process right now in Indian private companies to apply directly for AI research. So you cannot go and say, okay, I am an AI and I want to work on AI. No, it is not like that till now. But definitely you can show that yes, I know AI. I know machine learning. I know how to implement it in Python or R programming or MATLAB, whatever it is.
Correct.
Especially it will be Python. They prefer Python more because it is an open source kind of thing. So you can download and you can start working on it. So yeah, so you can just show them. And then after that, when you get the training and you become an employee there and you get a project and then you start working on AI. So it's a completely long process. I will not say that they are not working, but they have made it till now. It is a very long process. But yes, hopefully by 21, 22, it will become a short process. Like they will start recruiting directly into AI as the situations are standing now.
To summarize, like the session would be the most useful for those guys, those of my friends who are already working in Python. Like many of my friends are working
Yes,
with Python, and
right.
they most of them are working in web design and web applications kind of thing, because like you get a job is very easy. Like to
Right,
get a job is very easy in web
right,
designing and web application, because like
right.
India is a service based nation, as you know, and
Yes, yes,
people don't have that much patience to get into research and all. So here,
right,
through this medium, like through Amlan, I would request those who are working in Python to make your vision a little broader and think
right.
beyond, है ना, beyond into the future.
Exactly,
Like
exactly. Yeah,
you can be one of those researchers, and you can be listed among those inventors or the
right,
discoverers, like whatever you
right,
want to say, है ना? And you can be one of them. Do some research also along with your jobs, है ना?
right, right.
Think long term.
Now it is like without research, you can't get into jobs. It is now the situations have changed. See, you'll have to look into things now because situations are changing time is changing very fast. Because after this pandemic is over, this world is not going to be the same world as it was till 2019. No, everything is going to change. You'll have to look into the things in a broader perspective. You'll have to increase your knowledge. You'll have to get into the things which for the future, not for the present. Now you cannot think about present. Forget about it. The present will
Correct.
be only there for 1 or 2 years. Then it is completely going to change because even Microsoft and Google, they have said by 2025 everything will be work from home. So you can just imagine what they are planning to do,
Yeah, Twitter
right?
and
So
all
there will
have
be
already declared like 100%
already
work
declared.
from home.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So you
Amlan, we
can
have one
imagine
more
the
question.
scenario.
Amlan, we
Yes,
have one more question here. Like India is like developing, and there are many new startups coming. Like our Prime Minister is already have taken that initiative to motivate people to bring
right,
startups. Like
right.
if someone brings up
Oh,
a
yeah,
startup in AI, how do he
yeah,
get his clients? The question is from Vivek, and
right, right.
the question is
So
very interesting. If you can answer in your
right.
limitations.
See, in startups, definitely you can work on AI. Even yesterday I got a message from one of the person who is working in some company on LinkedIn. He messaged me if you are interested to do some kind of startups in AI.
Okay.
So definitely there are many things because AI is completely product based thing, right? Because if you develop a particular kind of AI, then you can sell it to anyone. Because any application you develop, for example, I developed OK Google and it is responding to me. Anybody will buy it because it's
Correct.
a completely different technology. So if you have that kind of thinking that yes, I can do startup where I can innovate and I can sell it. Perfect. It's the right time to go for it. So AI is a very vast field. You just have to search as like right now in 5 minutes I cannot give you a particular kind of idea, okay, you can do these things, right? But you'll have to go, you'll have to work out plan, you'll have to bit study about AI and what you can do for it. For example, even the startups in defense technology, in defense they are doing many things related to AI, so you can go and search about those particular things. So because right now they are going to come up with many other inventions, because they have already reduced FDI, because they have stopped FDI in defense sector till 200 crores. So if government is now procuring any kind of thing till 200 crores, then it will be only the made in India things. Means only the startups or the MSMEs or
Correct.
the Indian companies. So it will be a breakthrough for the companies. And if you can start a company that is completely on AI, it's very good. But you'll have to chalk out the map outline on what we are going to offer to the world or to the companies. That's sort of what you have to actually think about.
So in short, like this session was all about like more of it was career opportunities in AI, and like the
Right.
gist of it, I can tell you that start learning Python first of all. Then,
Yes,
if you're
yes.
not interested in Python, get some basic knowledge of MATLAB. Try
MATLAB.
implementing things in AI through MATLAB, because like very few people are doing, as Amlan told, from MATLAB, and
Yeah.
it's very like in huge demand. He also informed
Yes.
us. Then there is R
Yeah.
programming language. So
Yeah.
like people, we can start in AI through these languages. Try learning this. Like many things, many information is available on YouTube, Udemy, like many
Right.
websites Amlan already referred. You can go through and watch this again. So like it's not very difficult, but yes,
Yeah.
it is, because you have to give your time, you have to give your
Time. Yeah.
thought process, you have to be patient with that. Try doing
Yes.
something with which you can build a product, and if you can sell that, you can use it for your nation, you can use it for your
Yes.
society. Like
Society. Yeah. It's
like
completely up to you. For
10 minutes
example, there
remaining,
is
Amlan.
one thing. I'll go for the startup. If you are saying
Mhm.
there is ITBHU who are starting for home farming and gardening. For
Mhm.
that, if you can develop a particular kind of AI that can suggest the people who don't know anything about agriculture on how to do agriculture, and suggest them that yes, you guys should do this kind of agriculture within your home, that will be great. So that's one idea I've already given. If you can think about it, you will be there.
This can be the biggest output of this discussion. Like you have
Yes.
a startup
Yes.
idea, guys. Like
Yes.
maybe like 100 or 200 people will watch this later. Right now maximum were 12, I think, on this live. Like I have just started this, but people will watch this when I share
Yeah.
this
Sure.
online.
Sure.
And even
Sure.
if one person get this
Yeah.
idea, like tries to implement this, guys,
Yes.
you won't believe,
Yes.
Amlan, it will make you proud, it will make me
Ha.
proud.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Like we are working here together to start some company. Like people, we are trying to motivate some people to do some research, so
Right.
that more employments are created, more people
Exactly.
are
Exactly.
employed. And
Exactly.
so thank you, Amlan. Like that was a beautiful
Uh,
session, and
Thank you
I
very much. Thank you
seriously
for
like
calling me, thinking that I can do something better. Yeah, because I never thought that I'll be like so much beneficial for anyone. But yeah, thinking of that, I'm very much grateful to you that I was able to share my knowledge.
Amlan, what I see is like there are many of my friends who I feel have some skills, and they're like very genuine to their work, and I
Right.
sincerely want them to come here and like present
Right.
their
Now,
experiences and share. And like I have
right.
reached out to many people, and you won't believe, like in a fraction of second they agree that yes, I will do this for you, or I'll do this
Right.
for my friends, or I'll do
Right.
this for myself, huh? And
Right.
there are people
Right.
like
Right.
who think like I may not be able to present, like I have many things to share, but I may not be able to do this. But then,
Right.
friends, I want to tell you one thing. Like if you think that you have some experience to share and that can make a serious amount of change in someone else's life, and if you have that determination, no one can stop you in speaking, bro. It's not about communication skills, it's not nothing like
Yes.
that, you know. You can
Yes.
come here, speak out your mind, talk your mind.
Yeah.
Is all about
Right.
whatever in your mind to help the society,
Right.
to showcase like whatever career opportunities are.
Right.
Thank you, Amlan. Concluding, do you want to say like last 5 minutes something for our viewers?
Last 5 minutes, just I would like to say that there are many things present about AI because our session was more focused on AI. So I'll say there are many things available for AI. Just go and read. There is no deficiency of knowledge there out there. You just have to search it out. All right. And AI is not only limited to machine learning, deep learning, or something. There are many things in AI, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithm, and many things is there. It involves in it, even expert systems. And there are things like, for example, in expert system, there was a particular kind of system in which they can actually give you prescriptions like doctors, but it has a particular kind of problem that, okay, if there is a particular kind of disease, right, so it is giving the tablets for that, but at the same time it is failing to actually recognize what can be the other side effects for which it should give the tablet. So it is failing in that. You can come up with such kinds of ideas that yes, I have a particular kind of system that can cure everything. For example, corona. If you have a particular kind of system, it prescribes all kinds of tablets that it has learned and can cure you. So in that, so there will be so much social distance. We can save so many doctors' lives, so many nurses' lives, right? So you will have to think a bit out of the box. Everything is available. To be honest, everything has been worked out, but there are still many deficiencies in that particular system. You will just have to work out there, and you'll not have to do anything kind of a rocket science. There is nothing like rocket science here going on. Everything is simple. Just have to invest time, think, and give your best. That's it. Everything is out there. You'll have to
Guys,
explore. Have fun with exploration. That's what I can say.
thanks, Amlan. Like many people are appreciating us, Amlan. Like we have done a great job here.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Like you are those people like who are motivating us like to do this session again and
Exactly,
again, because like
yeah.
if I come online with a speaker and I have no viewers there, it will be demotivating for me, right? And I have people like at least 6 right now. I have 6 people. I can say 100% that they were from the start till the end. And you know what? Like have learned a lot, and you know this may cost them a lot if they go to a paid course and listen this. This will definitely cost them a lot. Like you have a person from one of the best universities from Scotland doing research in AI, speaking to you his personal experiences with AI, telling you about the scenario in India and how you can get into AI. It's invaluable. Like that's what I can.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, anybody giving any kind of suggestion who knows that yes, this kind of thing, well, there will be many people who know more than me.
Absolutely.
Right? But even a small particular kind of thing, if I can share, it is great. It is of great value.
That is what you can do to motivate us, to especially motivate me, so that I can continue this. And because like it takes some amount of courage to go out and reach to these speakers and ask them to do this. Like they may agree, they may not, but then it does take a lot. Hai? So if you want to motivate me, please comment and do share this. If you feel that this is somewhere valuable and like this may help someone, do share this when I share it on IGTV, and do ask your friends to watch this. And if there are many of my friends online right now, if you feel that you have some experiences to share which can change someone's lives, please do contact me. You can direct message me. And Amlan, like if you have something else to discuss, and like there are many things, one thing which I see in you is your processes, the way you go towards a goal, the way you work out on projects. Many of our students, they may want to learn those things. We can do this in a different session if you agree and if you have time.
Definitely, whenever you can, wherever you want, I'm here. You whole time is I'm free on Sundays, I'm free on Saturdays, right? Great. You can contact me anytime. We can have a session on that as well.
Guys, if you want that session, please comment. There are many from the ITM University also, and everybody respects you, Amlan, a lot.
I can see Arpana ma'am. I can see Arpana ma'am.
Yeah, and we are super proud about you. Last 10 seconds, Amlan. Thanks a lot. And
Thank
I
you,
can
man.
say from my
Thank you,
heart,
man.
Amlan, thanks
Ah,
again. Like
that's
super proud
that's
of,
perfectly
super
fine.
proud.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, man.